I'm Josh with Skid Pro, and today we're going to take a look at our heavy-duty land leveler. This unsung hero of the attachment world is one of my favorites. Why? Well, it's so dang versatile, incredibly functional, and so much quicker and easier to grade and level compared with a traditional dirt bucket. And its low upfront investment makes for quick payback due to the huge time savings compared to a bucket. This unit is an absolute no-brainer for excavators doing job site prep or any property owner with a gravel yard or road to maintain. How does it outperform a bucket? Simple. Having two cutting edges in one pass reduces grading time by 50%. The aggressive wear edges cut the high spots, while the boxed frame holds gravel to fill in the low spots. The added weight of the gravel and the frame help pack and level, and all of this happens in one pass. It's really one of those attachments that you don't know what you're missing until you try it. Well, where do we start on this leveler? Per usual, it starts with frame, weight, strength. When looking at our land leveler, you will first notice the beefy appearance, which is a matrix of the gussets giving both vertical and lateral reinforcement. We know this attachment can take a beating in some pretty tough conditions, so we incorporate extra heavy duty 3/8" vertical gussets that run from the mounting plate to the front cutting edge. Many manufacturers out there will stop their gussets well short of the cutting edge, but this can lead to structural collapse or damage on the job site. Not to mention that it is a drastic drop in strength. Another design element that gives this land leveler a robust appearance is the lateral frame gussets coming off the attach plate. This is critical due to the pushing force of 100 horsepower CTL pushing a ground engaging attachment. These angular gussets are tied into the QT plate all the way to the top and down into those big vertical gussets. This really sets the leveler apart from the rest of the pack. The QT plate and vertical stiffeners are tied into the heaviest box frame in the industry. 3/8" bent steel with 6" vertical length. The bent steel is welded into the cross-sectional gussets to give the leveler its reinforced box design. The frame is extended through the front with a unique triangular gusset for added strength in the front and the rear, and extra area to attach the cutting edges to. Overall, the impressively thick design is represented in the land leveler's weight. This workhorse runs in at over 1,100 pounds, even in our smallest configuration. Contrast that to many levelers on the market that don't even weigh 700 pounds. This thicker, heavy-duty design keeps the leveler from bending and twisting while you're pushing or pulling through the soil. Our goal is for this to be the first and last leveler you ever have to purchase, regardless of how difficult your job site conditions are or how big of a machine you're running. Now let's get to where the rubber meets the road, the extra large cutting edges. Skid Pro land leveler cutting edges run 3/4 of an inch thick by 6 inches deep, welded directly into the frame for maximum strength and durability. These edges are made with heat-treated, high tensile steel that is built for high wear resistance and constant contact to the ground. Both cutting edges are beveled, allowing extreme versatility in forward or backward operation. The way we incorporate the high carbon steel cutting edges gives the final step to completing the boxed and cross-sectional frame, giving this unit best in class strength to weight ratio. Some guys like the optional screen kit that is available that gives you added sifting function when you want to remove rocks or debris from your soil while leveling. These screen sections are bolt-on removable, allowing you to tailor fit performance to your ever-changing job site conditions. The leveler has great functionality and durability, but if you work in tough terrain or want added usefulness out of your leveler, you should strongly consider the optional Scarifier teeth. This add-on can save your hide time and again when working in harsh soil conditions. Scarifiers are the teeth that rip through the tough soil, break it up, and make it easier to level out. We run 3/4 inch AR 500 teeth that can reach depths of 6 inches below ground. We opted for forward-facing teeth to give added operator ease, being able to rip driving forward. These teeth are also hydraulically operated for both drop and raise. Some levelers on the market will have a gravity drop system. This allows the use of a smaller, cheaper cylinder, but mud and dirt often get jammed into the frame or tooth bar, causing them not to drop. With our hydraulic design, you don't need to worry about mud or debris clogging up your teeth, since we utilize the power of a best-in-class 3-inch cylinder with 1.5-inch rod. The back of the Scarifier teeth actually butt up to a stocky piece of 3/4 inch flat bar that is utilized as both a rear gusset to tie into the main frame, but also as a stop on the teeth. This means the teeth are pushing directly against the frame, giving added strength and insurance when ripping up tough ground. We also have multiple grease locations on the hydraulic Scarifier system, including the pivot pins on each side of the cylinder. The other grease points include holders on the Scarifier. Upkeeping these will give you an efficient, smooth, and accurate drop every time. As you can see, the Skid Pro Land Leveler isn't just another land planing tool manufactured to hit a price point. This is a tough built leveler and sculpting tool made for years of ground finishing, no matter the size of your loader or the soil you're in. If you're one of those guys that have always scoffed at a land plane because you can grade good enough with your bucket, well, you owe it to yourself to try this leveler. I'm absolutely convinced it will deliver quicker payback and better performance that is not even in the same ballpark as a bucket. To learn more about this or any of our attachments, visit us online at skidpro.com or call a product guru today at 877-378-4642.